Hey guys, CJ Dirt Nerd Geek Squad here. I wanted to kind of do an extra segment. I want to call this one Real Talk with Real People. I've kind of had the idea of interviewing people for a while, getting their stories, because you never really know what could help anyone. You know what I mean? Um, Someone's story could be inspiring enough to help another person. And I always thought that was, a cool idea. A lot of humanity itself is based off of learning from others mistakes, others' successes, and building off of them, or growing from them, or something. That's a lot of what we are as people. And it is Pride Month, so I've been trying to contact everyone I know that's in the LGBTQ plus community, and I've got two people so far that would like to remain anonymous that I've been messaging back and forth, doing like a messaging interview. I was supposed to have an interview yesterday, but I never got messaged back. And to be honest, it's perfectly fine with all this. A lot of people, there's still a big stigma with being gay or trans or pansexual or anything in the LGBTQ plus community, and there's a big stigma, and I want to do my best to help alleviate some of that stigma. Now I know I can't really give my full opinion on anything because I am a straight white male, and my opinion literally means almost nothing, to be honest, nowadays. And I understand that. I'm fine with that. I think as a human, everyone's opinion should matter, but that's not today's society currently. Today's society is gotten out of whack with what humanity is. It's always been kind of out of whack with, different racisms and stigmas with different people among different groups. And we're slowly getting there, but every time one community gets better, another one gets weaker, instead of everyone just coming together. Now, I don't know if I said any of that correctly to make sense to anyone. I don't know. I gotta figure out how to do this setup right here too. So it's better. I'm not in the garage. I'm in my room with my cat. I figure that's the most relaxing place to be when I'm just by myself, and it's Florida and it's hot. I still get the glare like I can talk like this, but that won't really change much. Oof, my hair's a wreck. Just washed it too, like yesterday. I don't know. I should brush it or something. But yeah, so I have one interview I believe is completely finished. I feel like I was missing some of my talking points, but I couldn't remember everything I wanted to say. I had notes, but I was just going along with the conversation, trying to keep that going. I'm trying to get as much information as I could without offending anyone. I also tried to make everything as I'm basically going to read verbatim everything. That way, this is obviously going to be unedited, and that way everyone gets the full effect of the interview. But yeah, so I'll read this interview out. This is an anonymous interview. The people in this interview did allow me to use their first name. It is a couple, so let's get this underway. Let's see, where's the actual interview start? Okay, so I asked, would you like to remain anonymous or interview on camera? They said anonymous. I said, okay, no problem. Everyone's business their own. It's not my business. None of this is my opinion. and it's not my business. These people were gracious enough to allow me to discuss what they gave me, information-wise, to share with you guys. So I wanted to make that clear here that these are people going out of their way to try to help maybe one person who might stumble upon these videos. Okay, and oh, started all the way back over. That's terrible. Okay. So their correct pronoun is she, her, because I asked that. I was like, well, what was your preferred pronoun? It is she and her. Those are the pronouns that she would like to be used for herself. I asked what in the community, in the LGBTQ plus community, do they label themselves as, or where would they fall in that community? They are lesbian. Both of them. They are married, and they also have a baby on the way. Which, congratulations again. If Crystal ever watches this, congratulations. That's really awesome. And her partner's name is Crystal. Oh, no, it's Crystal and Angela. Sorry. Boop, 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 boop. So, yep, her partner's name is Angela. Together. So I asked, are you okay with questions about your life? They said yes. I said, awesome. So you and your partner are lesbians. Now, have you guys always been just into girls? Like, have you always just been lesbians, or were you straight at one time? Did you turn lesbian? Like I said, I try to ask these questions to get the most educated answer. Not offensively. Offensively. That sounds completely wrong. I don't try to be offensive, but I'm just trying to gather the most information as possible without it being too vague, so it doesn't confuse anyone, either watching or themselves when I'm asking them. They said yes, they've both always been into girls, but they have dated guys in the past. Said, so when y'all dated guys, were you confused about your orientation, or did you actually like guys? They said it was more because they thought that's what their family and society would accept. They were never truly happy dating guys, and that's kind of what I figured. Um, I don't. There's this whole notion floating around that people are turned gay or turned into this or turned into that. But I feel like it's something that just lies inside of you. Like I'm a straight dude. I have been attracted to girls for as long as I can remember. My first crush, I was in before preschool. It was a girl named Tori. She was a family friend's daughter. So she also was a family friend. I thought she was the cutest girl ever. I didn't, but I was, a little boy and I was a jerk. I don't know. So I said, okay, that makes sense. Now, how long have you guys known that you were into girls? Was it overnight or something that has been since birth? Or do you think there was an influence that just changed either of your minds? Crystal said, for me, I always knew, but heard how my family would say things about her older sister, who is a lesbian, and she was scared to come out. But having her made it easier for her. For Angela, her wife, she always felt an attraction to girls, but also had childhood PTSD from abuse from men. She thinks both of those played a factor, but as long as she can remember, she was into girls. I said, okay, first off, sorry about the abuse, and I don't mean to bring up any trauma because it's not my place to bring up someone's any negative stuff. That's not my goal here. I'm not here to intentionally offend people. If I do on accident, You know, I've already said this before. I'm sorry. I can only be as honest as I can be. I can't be more so. So I really am not trying to bring up someone's trauma, and that's why I said I didn't mean to bring up any trauma. But do you think, if not for that bad stuff, would you be bi or pan or still just a lesbian? You know, to get their understanding and their mindset. Um, I figured almost every person who is in the community was born the way they were. Said, sorry if it does come off as rude. I am not trying to ask any questions the most easy way possible. I am just trying to ask questions the most easy way possible for people who don't have friends or understand the community, so that they can grasp and understand that, if that makes any sense. And then Angela said, I think she thinks that she would still be lesbian, as she is not attracted to men still. She's never really been attracted to men. And then Crystal said, "No, nothing's rude, so that's good. You know, they know that I'm just trying to do an interview, and I'm not trying to offend anyone. If anything, I'm trying to get their story out, and they understand that, which is nice." I said, "Okay, yeah, I can get that, and okay, good. I just know I am straight, and I know how me being just straight alone makes me seem rude." My dog is freaking out. It makes me seem rude, and then my questions, I don't want to offend anyone, and I want the viewers, even though I have so little, to get a clear understanding. Like, because I have a little bit of viewers, but I want them to have a clear understanding. And they said they totally get it. So, okay, cool, that's good. Um, so have either of you experienced any hard times because of their sexual preference, I asked. Angela said her whole dad side of the family doesn't talk to her because of her sexual preference. They've had a nurse not want to help them um, because she's pregnant and they were lesbian, and they kept asking who the father was, which, in my opinion, is unprofessional. I say all that right here. I say F that is some dumb a bull s, but not to be rude, but dang. There's a small part of me that hopes my daughter is gay. You know, Charlotte, my daughter, as you guys know. I would not at all hate the fact that if Charlotte was gay. I would not hate that at all. I have a thing in my brain where I know my past. I know what I've been through. I can totally help Charlotte all day long with a broken heart. Broken heart and a pregnancy, I would basically just take over the whole time if homeboy left. Even if he didn't leave, like I'd be right there raising my grandchild, basically. 100% down to raise my grandchild. But I don't want, and I bet her mom feels that way, because her mom and I are not together, and I bet she feels abandoned by her baby's father, and I just don't want Charlotte to feel any of those bad feelings. Broken heart, everyone goes through those occasionally. And if it happens, it happens. Like, I don't think she'll be any kind of gay, because she already is talking to boys, and she'll get embarrassed if she ever sees this for me saying that. But yeah, I know you're talking boys. I'm watching you. I'm watching you, bro. Um, God dang, buddy. Let me see if someone's freaking buddy out. Give me 1 second. Where was I? Yeah. So when Charlotte started saying boys, though, those boys better watch out. That's all I gotta say. Is I'm gonna protect my daughter. If she gets pregnant, I'm gonna protect my grandbaby. That's all I got. That's all I gotta say about that. That's all I gotta say. Yeah, back to the interview. I said, there's a small part of me that hopes Charlotte's gay. I just know how shitty men can be, and how, yeah, I already said it, can be, seeing as I'm one, and I still am, but I definitely was a much shittier person, especially as a teenager. And then I said, that's not professional, and on the nurse side, because I worked as a CNA, I would have cussed my nurse out. Like, I would have. I was like, if one of my nurses was like, no, that's some gay stuff, I'm gonna be rude to these people. No, No, be professional. These are human beings that need medical assistance, and they're about to have a baby. That is amazing. Like, that's some BS. I said, now that is a topic though. May I ask how they conceived? They said, yeah, they definitely handled it with the nurse. They talked to her boss about the whole situation. They said, good, that is not right. And then they said they did at-home insemination with a donor, which I didn't know. I love that they brought this up because I didn't know that was a thing. I thought gay couples or people who didn't have a, a male, I guess, like in the relationship and a female, like a straight couple, I guess would be the best way to explain that. I thought they, had to pay a ton of money um, to, get inseminations and stuff done. But they said they did it at home. I said, wait, and this is where I kind of had them specified because I was a little confused, to be honest. And I was like, wait, you had a sample and you did it at home, just you guys, or like you guys had some guy come over and do business? I said, sorry if that's too personal. And they said they got a sample from a donor and they did it at home, just them two. So that's what I figured, but I was like, what? Sorry, I'm done. And they're like, you're okay. They have to explain a lot, obviously. I'm sure a bunch of people are stupid as I am. But yeah, so like you can get a sample and do it at home. That's crazy. I don't know if there's a kid or anything. I didn't, I wasn't trying to get into their business too much. I said, so the both of you could do it, just the two of you. If more people knew that that was possible, it could change a lot. So yeah, hey, if possible, you guys, it's possible. Yes, they try to tell people who are in the same situation as them. Hopefully it will help. So that's great. Congrats again. You two now. I am trying to think of more to ask, but this was much quicker than I expected. Is there anything you guys would like to talk about your lives growing up as lesbians? Or anything you want to tell girls or boys or thems or theirs or anyone in the community if they are afraid and not sure, They said reach out to the community. There's a lot more of the LGBTQP plus people in the world than any of you guys might think. There's a ton of them. You never know who it is, and then you think, and the most of the group, if not all the group, will always be there for you. At the end of the day, just make sure that you are happy. So basically, what I gathered, and the rest of this is just talking about the channel and how crappy it is. Basically, if you're curious, if you don't know how you feel, if you don't know what if you don't know, if you think you know but you're not sure, if anything at all, there's a whole variety of. That's why there's the plus. They're all there for you guys. If they're willing to talk to me about this and explain stuff to me, I'm just sitting here trying to spread the word, then they're more than happy to answer any questions that anyone has. And just, like, they're people. You know what I mean? And I love the line that she said. She said, just do what makes you happy. Yes, 100 times yes. Just do what you feel makes you happy. Just do that. I don't care if it's a boy loving a boy. I don't care if it's a boy loving a girl. I don't care if it's a them loving a them, or a he wants to be a she, or she wants to be a he, or somewhere in between, or both, or whatever. I don't care. Just do what makes you happy, and just try to be a good person to one another. Take all that hate, take all that stuff that people throw everywhere, and throw it away. Screw them. You always have people here in the squad. You always have people in your community. I'm very gracious for that interview with Angela and Crystal. Thank you again, you guys. That was awesome. I have one more interview that I'm almost done with over the phone, and then I have a couple. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. I have a couple more people that I'm gonna interview. Either in person or try to talk to. I might also go places and interview strangers. We'll see. We'll see how it works. And I also, after, I don't know if I'll ever get done with the LGBTQP plus people, because everyone has a story to share. You never know who could be helped by what. Um, and it's not just a month that they're gay, or wherever they are in the community, they are like that for the rest of their lives, not just 1 month a year. Um, but I do want to continue the pattern of interviewing people, and people I think have something to share with the world to help, if that makes any sense. Yeah, I don't know. It's real talk with real people. I like the idea. I hope you guys like the idea. Let me know what you think. Please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you thought about Crystal and Angela's story. Did it help you at all? Do you know someone that maybe you can tell about the story? Maybe come in and listen to it. Anything at all. Let me know down below. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe. All that stuff. Help the channel a ton. I obviously have no subscribers, so I'm not making no money off any of this. So I can't really put resources into it. I try to put as much as I can, because even if I never make money off of this, I still feel like people's stories need to be out there. I feel like my story needs to be out there. I feel like all the fun stuff I do can be shared, and if anything ever happens to me, my kids can always come back and look at it and listen to me talk and see me talking. So even if this never pans out to make money, I'm still going to keep doing this. Just the support really helps. That's all. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, I hope you guys had a great weekend. Happy Pride Month. And, take care. Love you guys. CJ out.